Boom. So that's
I feel,
recording.
I feel you on that though. Every time I think I'm ready, then all of a sudden I got 10 more things to do.
Yep. So it turns out, oh yeah, I need to start laundry. I need to, close this door, open that door. Ah. All right. So I guess just to start, let's just go ahead and... Where do you want to start, I guess is a better question.
That's a great question. So I'll ask a few of the questions that I had on my mind. So, does Mewtwo's Ledge Dash have any intangibility?
Yes. So it's horizontal.
Okay.
Oops. He has two, actually. I'll explain the normal one first. It's horizontal.
Okay.
And if you do it perfect, you have a 4-frame window for the air dodge.
Okay.
If you do it perfectly, you can get 6 frames, which is not enough for down tilt the majority of the time.
Sure.
I say the majority of the time because it's Z-axis, so you cannot ledge dash into buttons. But that gives you ledge dash shield, ledge dash roll. Yeah. Oops. Goofed it there. He has a conditional ledge dash, kind of like how Bowser doesn't have a ledge dash when he's above 100.
Mm-hmm.
If you do tournament winner, you can hover during tournament winner.
Sure.
So if you do tournament winner and then just hold down and you have hover below 100, you are plus, I think, 10 or 11 actionable and vuln. And then you can press buttons.
Nice.
Or you could just not land and just do straight up like hover cancel nair stuff. Hover cancel aerials. But that one's conditional. Usually, when you're recovering, you're not going to have access to hover after you get to ledge. So if I just double jump, I don't have hover. Right. If I teleport to ledge, I don't have hover. But if I wave dash back to get space, I do. So I can fight my way back.
Do you ever mix people up with the, the crappy, the missed ledge dash, aka just an air dodge on the stage? Is that useful with Mewtwo's disappearing or?
Not particularly, because it's not like normally. Like if you're trying to land, this air dodge can be what direction? But if it's not up or left, I die. So there's not much to cover.
That's fair.
So yeah, you have the conditional one. You definitely need the normal one. Good enough to at least get shield. It is straight horizontal. It's a little bit of a timing, but it's not super. It's not super tight. It's just mainly that it's a little slower because of his double jump.
Gotcha.
I don't have the exact numbers offhand for what frame of the jump and everything.
That's all good. I'm not really a frame data person.
Gotcha.
Okay, so other questions I had. I seem to recall in the past that Mewtwo had a more generous power shield window. Is that still a thing?
That was due to his shield size. It was some number that has been changed since.
Okay.
It's still very good, but it's not like I could power shield stuff consistently before, and now I can't. Which is good, because I could only do it with Mewtwo.
Yeah. So if I get a power shield, it's because I'm a pro gamer and not because I'm carried?
Correct.
Perfect. That's all I need to know.
When you kill someone off of 1 grab at 0, it's because you're a pro gamer, not that you're carried by a character with a 20. This is a 28 frame total duration move, by the way.
Yeah.
Not IASA. The entire thing is 28 frames. It's so absurd.
Right on. Other questions. So I seem to recall in the past. What are some of the ways that you can use the landing nair hitbox? Is that confirming the grab?
Let me actually just turn this on in general. So nair, it has all these tiny little linking 2-on 2-off hits. Yeah. And then the landing one. Oops. The landing one is this big one.
Okay.
It's the same as if I was just to do it here.
Right.
And it finishes in the air.
Okay.
What you're seeing when you see nair confirming to grab is hover cancel nair. It does not have, so if I hover nair, and then I land, it does not have the landing hitbox.
So that makes you actionable sooner, or?
Makes me actionable sooner, but it makes it worse against CC, but it also if you're not CCing it or you're not expecting the offense to start then, it can let you, at any percent, get like loose confirms into like up throw kills, for instance.
Sure.
So if we just... I don't do this as much as I should, but you'll see other Mewtwo's, especially like Frozen. She does this all the time. Oops.
That's what I was looking for. Sure. Okay. Yeah, because it seems like I feel like the time I see that it gets the most mileage is when players, like, you've conditioned your opponent to shield, especially, so you can like hit him with the hover nair, land behind him, and get like a grab or something.
Yep. So let me turn this on. Infinite shield, just make life easier. So like if you were to shield here, oops, then I can try to do that. But this is partially my opinion. Like, you can definitely do that, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah. But also just Nair is really good at just shredding shields. So like after you shield 2 of these, you kind of have a skittle. And then depending on drift, you can eat half of a third one too.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire duration of this, I have a am I going to land mix up. So if you go to shield, you see it. And then, oh, here's hover cancel. I'm shielding. I thought I was grabbing. But, like, you have to call out so specifically when the Nair is, like, going to finish.
Okay.
To defend against it easily.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should practice doing this. This is helping it make sense to me. Yep. I like letting it rock, though, because the gap here... go ahead and shield.
Okay.
And on the last hit... I'm going to do frame by frame. On the last hit, buffer... After the last hit, buffer spot dodge.
Okay.
So you'll see the big red hitbox for the last hit.
Right.
Oh my god. Okay, now try to spot dodge.
Okay.
That thing's only like minus... I think it's either like -2 or neutral on block, and it's a 5-frame aerial. It's so good. So a lot of the times, even... So like landing Nair, like this hitbox is shield grabbable when you land with it. But in the air, you can act almost immediately afterwards. That's how you get these multi-Nair strings for shield pressure.
Right.
So even if you're trying to contest it, let's say you're trying to hit it with your own Nair, right? Nair out of shield. Mm-hmm. That's 5-frame jump squat, then 5-frame on Nair. So because I don't have to go through that jump squat as the aggressor in the hover Nair war, it becomes really, really difficult for some characters to contest, even if their timing is really, really good. Sure. Which, and again, it comes back to timing, because if you're waiting out the Nair, trying to intercept the second one, you're assuming I'm going to let the first one rock and finish it, right?
Right.
So yeah, Nair is a weird move. It's definitely one of the best moves in the game.
Right.
It's also really good at neutral. So like against fast fallers or spaceys that are like trying to control like full hop or short hop height. Oops. Just kind of like almost like Peach. Just doing that gets them caught up a lot, because this will get you knockdowns. You're starting at like 20, this will start knocking down most characters. So then that's how you get momentum and pressure, especially on those faster characters where you have to meet them in the air or cover with hover cancel up air.
Right.
Or intercept them in some way is the important thing, yeah.
For sure. Those are, I think, the questions I can remember offhand in terms of stuff I wanted to cover off the bat. Otherwise, I don't know, do you want to just play around and kind of tell me what you notice?
Sure. I do want to hit one thing first. When you teleport to ledge from above, that is completely invincible.
Right.
But if you do it from on stage, There is 1 frame of vulnerability while he turns around, and then it's completely invincible.
Good to know.
Okay, let me turn debug off. Shield. Oops. Infinite shield. Alright. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's... If you're below the ledge, you can definitely... Like, Mewtwo's sweet spot is not atrocious. It's not like Melee Falcon. But it's... You definitely have to get creative with it. Because you can be intercepted pretty easily, and then you don't have jump.
Gotcha.
So your preferred recovery is definitely going to be from above to snap. Shoot. Okay. I love that combo so much.
Hell yeah.
So for the most part with hover, you don't want to hover to chase somebody. Because Mewtwo's air, like his air acceleration is super low, even if his max air speed is super high. So if you're trying to go up to shark somebody with hover, like this, like if I'm going to try to hit top plat with hover, right? It really commits me to going up there.
Yeah.
So what you kind of want to do is use your up air like a whip, right? So like Indiana Jones style, just these really low up air or back air, and then land immediately to be actionable. Because that's what makes Peach and Mewtwo's hover cancel so good, right? Is like this is plus on shield, this fair, this down air. Nobody's gonna let you get away with this down air on shield for the most part, but like that quick frame 6 aerial that's plus on shield. Ooh, it's hard to intercept that without the risk on getting hit by a single fair is huge.
Right.
So try to avoid like, especially if they're at like this angle, where like I don't want to hover forward here because you, not just because you're Mewtwo, but in general, Mewtwo can't hit this diagonal in front of him, below him very well.
Right.
The way he lands is by mixing up his movement, not by like just forcing it through. You can definitely nair sometimes to get away with it. But for the most part, you know, if I get launched all the way up here, I'm just going to go to ledge, or I'm going to go, you know, even if I have to go into special fall, I can go here and then edge cancel to get my resources back. Sorry, we can go back to playing. I just wanted to kind of point that out.
Absolutely.
shoot. That was so greedy of me. Yeah, his roll is bigger than everyone else's, but it's a little laggier as well.
Right.
Which is, it's a good and a bad thing. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that's a debug setting. You can just skip the result screen.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Unless I'm specifically trying to check my L cancel percentage.
That was a good teleport. For those up airs, you want to be DIing them away, even if they're the weak hit. Just to...
Yeah, unfortunately, just hard to DI at all in the box.
That is true, yeah. It's a little less intuitive, I imagine. But in general, for Mewtwo's combo structure, you want to... sorry, sneezing. You want to avoid changing direction as much as you can. At least without landing. Because once you commit to hovering in one direction, you can't easily change it. Until you land. Ugh.
Allergies bugging you?
I didn't think until today, no. We get some seasonal stuff for sure, but... Oh, so that's what it feels like? Oh, that doesn't feel good. Not at all. Yeah, there's Mewtwo's up air is like his combo workhorse for the most part.
Right.
No. You have a lot of different abilities to move it around and put it in a different place where you want it. It can fill a lot of different purposes.
For sure. Yeah, I've seen up air to forward air off the top like you got earlier, up air to back air, up air to regrab to just go back to stage and then grab ledge, up air, down B. I mean, yeah, it seems like it's pretty good. I think part of what will be difficult for me will be reacting to whether or not I send people forwards or backwards in terms of practicing my various combo trees.
The good and the bad news is that you don't have to. So
Sorry?
The good and the bad news is that you don't have to react to it because you don't have the acceleration to change your mind, right?
I see.
So, for example, if I'm doing one of those, let's say I'm doing one of those, like those up air fairs.
Yeah.
Like, my goal is to mix up your DI between when I start my hover and then use that on purpose to try to force you to DI wrong or to DI something, either to DI in and possibly be wrong and die, or to DI away and possibly be like in an awful edge guarding position, because that's still a win condition for Mewtwo.
Right.
Where's the... Oh, he has a double jump plan, I thought. I figured this out the other day. But yeah, because like, for example, if I think you're going to go high and then you go out, I can't change that. Like, I can't really... It doesn't. This is not an effective threat anymore. Unless it's a character that really can't contest, like I don't know, Falcon off stage, he can't really like press a button or he dies. Or Fox, he can't press a button or he dies.
Right.
Oh, get back here. So for his regular grab, you don't really get anything on floaties. Here, go ahead and I'll pick Fox. You want to down throw, you can kind of tech chase them, especially at higher percents. Characters that you can't up throw, you can just tech chase with down throw. But for the characters you can, you want to get them in tumble ASAP, which is up throw fair, basically.
Right.
So you up throw fair them, and then you can start regrabbing them and working from there. Oh. For the most part, if the ledge is free, don't worry about teleporting directly into ledge. Like, you're going to grab it.
Yeah.
If you're teleporting from below.
It's a problem that it's just something I'm getting used to. Is I don't like it doesn't. If I'm holding a button, it doesn't move the same way that it would on a GameCube controller. I have to re-engage any directional input after I've pressed another button. So I'm just sitting there and just falling to my death.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is something that's going to be... It's going to take a little bit of practice to kind of get comfortable with, in general, for box, and then also for... Like, for Spaceys, you have the 30 frames or whatever. For Mewtwo, I'd say for now, just try to work on getting, like... Obviously, the cardinal directions aren't a problem. I'm assuming at least, right, on box? You don't have to modify to get to Cardinals?
No.
Okay. Then try 45s, and then if it's possible, minimum angle. 18 degrees.
Definitely not. All the angles are not possible. That's one thing I do know.
I'd be surprised if minimum angle wasn't somewhere on your or on a PM rather, on a PM layout.
Yeah.
But yeah, just something to go downwards and grab ledge primarily.
Right.
And then you do have to let go of down before you reappear, so you'll grab ledge, which makes it a little trickier, but it's less precise and more just like let go of the direction. Those are important. No, yeah, his throw game. So on anyone you can't up throw combo, so like here, right? You're at 0. A lot of the times down throw is kind of just the default.
Right.
F throw doesn't send super far, and it's obviously very reactable. He has no DI mix-ups on throws. Because you want to hold away for down, you want to hold away or even like left or right for up. So if you just hold to the right and I back throw you, you're fine. You DI decently for it. If I F throw you, you have 2 whole seconds to realize and change your DI. And then that's the correct DI for the other 2. So his reward for throws is kind of small. Like with Fountain Plat there, he can tech chase, for instance, but like it's usually kind of just throw off stage. So here it's like, whatever. And then set up the situation. Same thing with back, but back throw is stronger. So like for here, it's like, okay, now with back throw, you can set up stuff from a little further away from ledge. Against floaties, your low percent grab, side B is your big reward. So, actually, let me go ahead and side B you. You want to DI this away. That's still an easy fair, and it does just enough percent to where that fair now tumbles.
Yeah.
So even with full hop rising fair, I can threaten another one. And then if there's a plat, then, you can just kind of, oops. If there's a plat, what am I doing wrong? You can hover cancel the second, or even if you don't, just, land on the plat and threaten. If it's a flat stage, you can just start doing hover cancel up airs to, like, run them off, literally run them out of town.
Yeah.
Because if you can get a decent amount of percent and then just convert by knocking them off stage,
yeah,
that's a win condition. Like, for a lot of the cast, that is kind of like maybe the worst case scenario, but something that they can't handle. And that DI way gets you out of that. It does have a Roy zone. It's not even a Roy zone. It has a dead zone very close to him. And then, in general, when edgeguarding, you have a ton of options. Almost none of the cast can threaten to go low against you, because the threat of just drop zone nair is really, really powerful. Of doing this just like short hop. You can just occupy that space for so long. especially if you do back turn, which is an optimization that is important. It's an optimization thing, so don't worry too much about it. Because up air will do fine. But in general, you want to be back turned if possible, because that lets you cover high with back air. That was 7 back airs. And I still didn't have to up B to grab ledge. Excuse me. The goal for these back airs is to like wall of pain them. So you want to drift with them as you're hitting them. And there's a lot of ways to convert to that. So like even here, right? Even just like 2 forward airs, you can just turn around, begin back air. I hit you early there. I hit you the wrong way, but I had extra time. So like hover cancel fair, when this move sends in tumble, you have so much time. That's a confirm that works in the whole cast. The fair, teleport, double jump fair. It kills at different percents, of course, but like there's not a percent where there's not threat behind this fair. It's his best. If you could only hit one move, like if you got a freebie, fair is easily in almost every matchup that's your freebie. Ah. Nice. Going down to the ground is a really, really good idea for the teleports if you have to.
For sure.
Like if you don't have, if ledge isn't open, or if you don't trust your character's ability to like trust your character, the other opponent's ability to like get out from sharking you.
For sure, for sure.
Let's see. Throws. Your big combo starters are going to be down tilt and fair primarily, and then against fast fall or up throw. But that stops working at like Meta Knight and Knuckles start getting out of up throw combos after like 15%. So it's mainly on Spaceys. Like I don't know about Lucas. Spaceys, Falcon, probably Lucas for like 5-6 characters.
I see.
Side B on floaties at low percent. Like I said, that gets you fair, which is then your combo starter.
Right.
Let's see. Up tilt is a pretty good combo starter at point blank, but it's not really the button you should be pressing at that range.
I feel like it's more of like a sharking anti-air tool, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there's actually here, let me show you. It's really, really good against certain weight classes. Well, against if you have teleport angles down, it's good against a lot of weight classes. Player 1 codes. Once it sends into tumble, that's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 80%. So if just the tip of it hits.
What is going on?
Oh.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
That's a really, really workable starter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm mashing jump here. That's full-on tumble. So if you're trying to, like, use it as an anti-air, if you think I'm going to full hop nair, that's a tech chase right there. Or, you know, an edge guard conversion.
Right.
And then against floatier characters, at these percents, if you get the very tip of up air, or up tilt, then you can jump, teleport, fair. If your reactions are on point, usually you can do it on a reaction, but don't worry about that right now, because you're still trying to get the ankles down in the box. Ah. Oh, that's how that feels too, huh? Damn. But it's so much fun to just press the down smash.
I wasn't sure how to cancel that into down smash or into down tilt.
For jab, yeah, you kind of have to let it finish. It's not really a button you want to bother pressing most of the time.
Yeah.
It's slower than than every tilt. And it's also lower reward for the most part.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Mewtwo. Like if you want to scrap with somebody, you want to down tilt. Like if you think they're going to be grounded. If you want to anti-air them with a tilt, you can use upward angled forward tilt or, you know, up tilt itself. But jab is like, it's got very niche applications when jab 2 starts to tumble, but it's not like something to worry about for now.
Sure.
It's not like spacey jab up smash or anything.
Yeah, I think probably at this point most of my jabs are probably accidental, just committing to it after starting it and being like, oh, I hope this works.
Same. Unironically same.
Fair, fair.
Something you definitely want to get very familiar with because of the low friction is like wave dashes and in general like going between air and ground very, very easily. So like, you know, wave dash off, get hover ready. The whoop noise from the double jump. Yeah, once you get past that kill window, up tilt or side B becomes a lot worse. Because it doesn't lead to a kill and doesn't really... They can DI it far enough up to where usually it doesn't even really lead to much stage control.
Yeah, the friction is really annoying.
You learn to get used to it after a little while. Because you can use it like to change your momentum. It also makes Waveland Away a very good escape tool.
Right.
So see, like there, the only thing I reacted to your DI with was the F air. Like, I was going to be in that spot either way. Because I can't change it quickly. Something that's actually really good in general with Mewtwo, especially out of like meh throws like his down throw, is to waveland out of stuff. So like hover in air, waveland. Like even that one wasn't even that good. I mean, you still get decent distance. Or like back air, waveland. And then what I was referencing earlier is like the plat movement of the air to ground transitions and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's really useful. For just like having control over if you're airborne or not is going to be really important with this character.
Mm-hmm.
Because his horizontal speed isn't really super impressive. Like it's fine. His dash attack is okay. It does not go any... It goes the exact same speed as his run though, which is annoying. But a lot of your threat's going to have to be... Ooh, nice. A lot of your threat's going to have to be vertical. For kill confirms, down tilt is a huge one. Once you get your teleport angles a little more... oh my god. A little more like down pat. Down tilt will just confirm at kill percent anywhere. Because you can just teleport where you need to get fair or back air or whatever.
Right.
There's certain percents where fair will combo into itself at like... At kill percents... Where you can just get, like, teleport another fair. If you can get them anywhere off stage, usually, especially back-facing, you can make something work there. Oops. That was... So, down B has a taunt in it. That's what that taunt was.
I see. Smash taunt or whatever.
Not even smash, but just like it's like the yes nay.
Yeah, that's what those are called, smash taunts.
Oh, they're called. I thought those were the taunts you had to like light press. Maybe those are. I guess those are light press taunts.
I think that's the name for them. I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
But like the yes and the wolf howl and such.
Yeah, woo. Yeah, not quite yet. They nerfed that in P Plus a little bit. Fountain's a big stage.
It's actually not, but the platform is lower, so people think it's big.
Oh, it's just... Oh, yeah, I guess it is just above Mewtwo full hop height. That's lower than Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a very minor tick with dash attack at ledge.
Yeah.
I can show you in a minute. What are you saying?
I think I know what you're going to say. You can turn it around and grab the ledge.
That's half of it. But the other half is that you're airborne if you move in either direction. So if I hold off stage here, I'm airborne.
Yeah.
So if I want to get dash attack into up air, I cannot be moving. I have to get the jump neutral. It is kind of a pain in the ass for a character that can already teleport to ledge from on stage. Like this is cool, I guess, but
yeah.
And just like everyone else, you can roll to ledge and then just press back when you want to drop.
Yeah.
Oh, auto cancels. What do you know about teleport auto cancels?
I know that you can on Battlefield and Dreamland, if you're right below the top platform, you can just up B and then it auto cancels onto the platform. I think you can do it to the side platforms with like a shallow upward angle as well, but I don't know that for sure.
I'm sure there's some angle here. I've done it before. This isn't like a common angle. This 30 whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, it's I saw you do the one from the top downward right to the right platform. Yeah, do you have to just get a little hop first? Okay.
That's short hop 45, and this is obviously straight up. These aren't super useful. Oh, this one's nice, admittedly, the top lat, because you can just like double chase somebody that is not 100% paying. Like he's forgotten because there's a lot of other things to worry about.
Yeah.
Or if someone's like really trying to camp you out, you can just teleport grab, for instance. Go ahead.
When can you no impact land at a hover, or is it just that hover itself has like very little lag afterwards?
For no impact land, that's basically just a ledge dash.
Yeah.
Like, there's not particularly easy setups for the rest of it. Because it is only empty landing lag, even if you do an aerial. So for Mewtwo, specifically, it's 5. Everyone else gets 4, even Peach. But so hover cancel aerials have 5 frames end lag, basically.
Gotcha.
The auto cancels, for the most part, they're not something that's super important, but there's a very, very useful trick of on any stage that's flat, which is, I believe, all the competitive stages. If you run off stage and teleport horizontally, you will have the vertical spacing correct. So that'll be an auto cancel, and you'll have just gone off stage, so you have jump, which is a necessary thing to be actionable. Because if you don't have jump, you land, but you have like significantly more end lag. Like same as if you teleported into the ground. Oh, I got the heart thing. But aside from that, they're mainly just useful as like little knowledge checks that like aren't really practical. So like sometimes it's super, if they're up there %, I'll throw a shadow ball. And then just like do full hop 45-degree down, teleport.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the ledge one is the only super, super useful one, especially right now.
Gotcha.
So your jump and hover consume each other.
Yeah.
Your hover gets consumed. There's a small leniency period. Small leniency period. So if I just hover, there's like 5 to 8 frames somewhere in there before I actually lose my jump.
Okay.
But if it's out of hit stun, I lose my jump immediately.
Okay.
Because all you got to do for that is just hold jump, and then that opens up, most importantly, air dodge is back on the table.
Yeah.
And there's that very far hit of tipper up tilt conversion at kill percent. No, don't do it, don't do it. No! You don't have to do this, Alex.
What's that?
You don't have to do this. Let me free.
Partly it's just a practice. I gotta practice pummeling.
Oh yeah. In that vein, you definitely should be up throwing. I'm giving you a hard time about it.
No, I can get it for sure.
Yeah, it's a very, even after the nerf, it's still, I don't know if it's stronger than Lucas's, but it's very up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice land out of the Nair.
Thanks. Yeah, I have no confidence in my ledge dash at all.
I mean, that's normal. It's a weird one, too. Something you can do, if you haven't teleported yet, is Tourney Winner teleport. And you're actionable out of that because you haven't teleported yet. It's so silly.
That's the. I think I'm gonna call that the fuzz.
No, it's the optimal. I've already named it.
For sure, the optimal, right on.
Yeah, because Footstool's frame 1. See, I have this conversation with everyone who I show this to. Footstool's frame 1, right? And it combos into hover cancel dare. But dare is frame 18, so why would I bother, going through those other 17 frames first? People have mashed out of my dare too many times.
I have an accessible taunt button in my setup too, so when I'm comfortable, I can definitely lab some footstool setups, that's for sure.
Heck yeah. He doesn't really have many.
What kind of time frame do you have for playing?
Oh, I have another, maybe 40 minutes or so.
Okay, yeah, that sounds perfect. I was thinking wrap up around 4:30, 6:30 your time would be perfect, so.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a quick hand stretch, so feel free to.
Oh, good call.
Talk at me.
I'm probably just gonna play a few different weight classes to kind of give you.
Please and thank you.
So you played floaty, you played spacey. Let's do semi-fast faller. Actually, other semi-fast faller. Roy's a bit of a difficult matchup for Mewtwo, even if it's not losing.
Yeah, I find just from my previous Mewtwo experience that Marth, Roy, and Sheik are particularly difficult for me.
Mm-hmm. Marth's a little bit of a trick because if you're too close, he can't tipper you. But you're also heavy enough to where, and your recovery is good enough to where it's a pain in the ass to actually kill you.
I think for the level that I'm at, where I'm constantly messing up the little, what you were talking about earlier with being really in control of landing and taking off from the ground, those little shortcomings make the Marth matchup miserable because I'm constantly accidentally jumping at him and then just getting eaten alive for it. So
yep. Marth, Falco, and even Sheik, I think, are characters you really need to have your movement on lock to play against sometimes.
For sure. I don't know why I've been labbing JC grab, but it's not working. I'm mostly just getting dash attacks today. That's okay. Can't expect it all to work, I guess.
Oh no. Yep. There are hitboxes in that will just kill if I'm holding out.
Right. Oh, nice idea.
Thanks. Oh, I'm so close to working. This character falls fast. Ah! Yeah, he just gets that apparently, from what I've been told by people who play Knuckles.
Yeah, he does. And I also just like suck at meteor canceling right now.
Oh yeah, it's hard enough normally. If you try to DI up, or if you're holding up at all, you get locked out, even if you don't up B.
Right. Yeah, when I'm just when I see it coming and I still can't do anything, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. This character's so fun.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun messing around with Knuckles when he was first introduced.
He has 2 throws that kill confirm in the same way. It's wild. Let me turn something off real quick.
Yeah.
I think you accidentally hit the D-pad.
Oh.
And it set me to 80 when I was at like 120. I was like, no, wait.
Yeah, that's probably true. Nice power shield.
Thank you. Ow. How dare you? If I didn't miss my dash.
Shield dropping is also very hard. I have to hit both directional buttons at the same time.
Both of your modifiers?
No, I have to press either down and left or down and right together. There's the default setting allows you to use one of the modifiers, but I have a more PM specific layout where the modifier buttons do something a little different than the default Smashbox.
Gotcha.
This may be less of an issue in the future because I'm going to be getting a different box that is just has the 2 modifier buttons like the frame 1, which we'll be able to use for tilts and modifiers together, which currently I have to kind of sacrifice one or the other usually.
Gotcha. I should probably learn how, like, the box, or which one specifically do you have?
I have Smashbox.
Smashbox.
This frame 1 is just hard to get.
Gotcha. Oh, that's what that does if you don't have glide. Okay, cool. Nice edge cancel. Stuff like that really helps keep you safe when you are forced to go high. Because there's so much lag otherwise.
Right. Oh, I thought I had
it. Just a little dinky spring noise. I just like this. Oh no. I've done it. Oh, you're a genius.
Yeah, that actually helped me. I was so surprised.
I wish there was more incentive for Knuckles to use Grounded Spring. It's such a fun move to just have on the field.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's semi-fast follower. Who's like a middleweight? Mario, I guess?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. A lot of his combo starters are the same, like down tilt, fair, and then up air you can still use for so many things. His combo tree is almost more determined by can you edge guard this character easily than it is like what their actual weight class or whatnot is, even if that is a correlation.
I can see that.
Oops. Yeah, that will reach the plat on the last hit. It's like Nair, where the last hit's a little bigger.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, actually being in hover for very long is not super good. Because you're very vulnerable when you're stuck out there like that.
I can't believe you can crouch cancel that at 141%.
It was true crouch, and it was the very tip where it's weaker.
Crouch cancel is it's a thing that exists.
The good news is Mewtwo's CC down tilt is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So you can like use it in your favor. Ah. It also makes some kill confirms easier when you have that weaker hit available to you. Oops. Like on very floaty characters, like 130, when down tilt fair becomes difficult. Now you have the you have the weaker hit of down tilt still on the table. Yeah, it might take a while to get used to, like, realizing when you've been hit out of hover. But that's a really important part, too. It's like, it's basically the equivalent of, like, do you have your jump or not?
Yeah.
But Mewtwo's up B doesn't actually go super far for how good his overall recovery is. Yeah, a lot of the times because he has 5-frame jump squat, I'll do... This Donkey Kong is fun. Where's the purple? Purple. Between the 5-frame jump squat and then his fast options not being super good hitboxes, like Fair is frame 6. And it's a very good hitbox where it does hit, but it's not quite as huge as you might want for, like, a scramble situation. A lot of the times, just, like, rolling or wave dashing away can be your go-to defensive option.
Roll away can be?
Yeah, because it's such... Even if it's got more end lag, it's such a long roll that, like, the amount of times that somebody will be pressuring your shield, and then just... So, like, example, if you don't move, like, pretend that you don't... You know, pretend that, like, I just pressured your roll, and they'll just grab here. It's so frequently. And then, even if you don't get a punish, that gets you, like, out of the pressure.
I see.
Why did I try to footstool you? So for DK, it's...
Go ahead.
I don't
know if I'll ever get used to having analog up on my pinky. That's such a weird thing.
Oh, that is weird.
That's basically what the frame 1 default is. I have a frame 1 layout even though I'm using Smashbox. That's ultimately, I think, what I want to play.
I think that's good to kind of go for it in that case then. Ah. Yeah, I should be DIing that away there.
Yeah, I figured. It's going to let me have it.
For that reason, I thought they would keep stalling me. For that reason, at ledge, when you're facing ledge, down throw is not a bad idea. Right. Because a lot of people won't DI away because like their character is bad at recovering or they're just kind of scared. Point blank on characters that fall a little faster. They can for the most part land before you can really do anything off of down throw. That teleport high into like falling nair, that is not a bad thing to do. It's just a little risky. Like you'll see Casino Wolf do it a lot.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Mewtwo's doing it. That's why it's in my head.
What a giant punch!
That's the name.
Yeah,
you said the thing.
Yeah.
Like when they say the name of the movie.
I guess this really is the year 2012, and they just roll credits.
Oh man, I used to have such a soft spot for those disaster movies like Independence Day, Day After Tomorrow. I had a phase for sure.
My favorite example of the says name of thing. There's a video game called Evil Within, and it had a sequel, Evil Within 2. And it was just called Evil Within 2. It wasn't anything like the Evil Withinner or anything. It was just Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
And there was this... If you go back to the first section of the game, there's this very short, very silly side quest that culminates in one of the NPCs saying some extraordinarily convoluted sentence just so that it sounds out loud like, there's evil within, too. And then both characters look at the camera. It's beautiful. Nice. I'll do it. I'll do it. I am Big Gorilla. Ah! See, there's another example of that roll coming in handy. Oh, no.
Exactly, yeah. I've been thinking about it for sure since you said something. Yeah, I keep letting go up when I'm trying to do that vertical 45-degree up.
You can... When you're going up, there's no penalty to holding it.
I know. It's literally just it's just a brain thing.
Gotcha. It might be worth practicing, especially like. Ooh, no! My shield damage. It might be worth just like practicing. It doesn't have to be like super focused practice, but just no, get back here. But just like if you have like a show on or something, and you just kind of like want to practice moving around.
I mean, I have been. It's difficult. I'm trying to balance how often I'm playing right now with taking a lot of rests.
That's a good call.
But I've actually been having fun. Like I didn't expect to have as much fun as I'm having with the box, and it hasn't been a chore per se to like do solo lab time, which I'm really happy with.
Heck yeah. That was a really good edge cancel. You just kind of got to like be aware enough to act out of it. You got the hard part down. Also, once you get your angles down, your wave dashes will be a little more online.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then you can tech chase off of down throw much easier. Like in general, tech chase much easier, but like down throw is... He's not the best in the world, but it's a good tech chase.
Something I've been trying to do out of down throw and just not getting the correct buttons is I've been trying to do down throw, like hover forward nair to like, and just mix up like what I do after based on which way you tech. Yep.
You can definitely cover multiple options with like hover nair, for instance.
Right.
For some reason, I was deciding, you know what would be cool? If I just up B'd into Alex and just took him all the way with me here. Like, so that would somehow force you to have to... If I up B into you, that would force you to have to, like, go the same way as me. Like...
At least I got the 45 that time.
Heck yeah.
Progress. Yeah, I'm really impatient. I just want to, like, play and just practice and get good, but it's, doesn't seem to be that easy, unfortunately. Gotta pick my moments. Yep, don't land in front. Okay.
Yeah, because it's shield grab punishable. So it's not like some big execution test or anything.
Yeah.
To get that. Also, for things like that, if you're not going to try to air dodge out with by using hover out of hit stun, be a little more wary of it because it does consume your jump.
Yeah, you talking about when I air dodge out of hit stun?
Or when you hold hover to try to air dodge out of hit stun.
Okay.
Yeah, DK is a fasty fall.
Yeah. I knew it wouldn't kill, but I still wanted to do it.
Yep. It got closer than I thought it would. Ah! Back air's huge. This is Mewtwo lesson.
That's really lesson 0, I feel.
Lesson 0. Back air's probably a good idea. Oh, I goofed it up. It's fine. We're still on a platform. Do be careful in general, but also with Mewtwo, of like hitting your opponent with moves that don't actually tumble them yet. So like back air at 0, like F tilt at low %.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
No! It was... Oh boy. Oh no, I thought I would make it. Ooh, that balloon's gone. Okay, so that was Spacey, Fast Faller, kind of middleweight. Yeah, that's pretty much most of the weight classes for the most part.
Oh yeah, I thought what you said about important differentiation with weight classes has to do with basically how you try to edge guard them. I thought that was pretty useful to think about.
Oh yeah, so like Roy recovery versus Zero Suit recovery. Like
Yeah.
you need to take the Zero Suit as far as you can because she'll just teleport to ledge faster than you can. But Roy, you can kind of like go for a little more of like, I'll just push off stage. I don't need to kill him off this. He's Roy.
I see.
Because once you get your refreshes down from ledge, this is the refresh. You just double jump backwards, teleport to ledge.
Yeah.
And if you're too slow, then you're only vulnerable like out here, and you're not anywhere near ledge.
Right.
Something that's also worth noting is that Mewtwo, for the most part, I don't know about Metal Cavern because I haven't played on that very much competitively.
Understandable.
But for the most part, Mewtwo doesn't have a bad stage.
For sure.
Why do they go there? So, like, Wario is my least favorite stage in a lot of Mewtwo matchups because he doesn't have to be this volatile if he doesn't want to be.
Right. He can be more consistent.
Right.
Because you might die at like 78% off the top.
Right, and that's just like, he doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to put up with that. Even if he does kill at like 30 with the back air strings.
How do you feel about Green Hill?
Again, kind of matchup dependent. Because it's if they banned FD and I want a flat stage for like a fast faller, for instance, then I like Green Hill. And as a stage itself, it's fine. Ooh. I love
Hit me with a shadow ball?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I love going up there with the hover up airs. Just keep going up.
For sure. While we're
Let's see.
coming to the end of our time here, I was wondering, do you want to do a best of 3 with my Meta Knight?
Sure, yeah. Here, go ahead and hop over. And then let me look at the stages from the Mewtwo perspective again. It's been a minute. He can use Fountain for the little small plots. Don't bug him too much because he can hover really low. FD's really polarizing the same way that like Dreamland and Wario Land are.
Huh.
But that's good for him in a lot of matchups too. Like
Sure.
I would want to take a Fox here, of course, but I might not want to take Roy. I don't know. But like other characters. Don't know about Metal Cavern. I don't personally like it, but I don't know how much of that is Mewtwo. And then Delfino's, it's kind of biggish. He can survive. PS2, low ceiling. Good for him, even if he dies early. Battlefield. Like, people usually don't even leave this open because they're afraid of the teleport stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not, even though that's not like a practical thing to be afraid of. So, they're very matchup dependent for this. Very polarizing the same way like FD is. And Smashville and Green Hill, again, they're kind of just like your flat stages. Here, you can ban first.
Okay.
Okay, no Battlefield and no Green Hill. All right.
Okay.
You want to do a best of 5, Alex?
I'm down if you're down.
Heck yeah. All right, good luck, have fun.
You too.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That is something I cannot CC. Ooh, okay. Ah! Bum, 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 bum. Ow. All right. I'm going to Metal Cavern and Battlefield.
Okie doke.
Yeah, I'm never playing Meta than a Battlefield. It's simply never going to happen.
I don't blame you there. Try that.
I probably shouldn't occupy that space against Meta Knight. That up smash is a very good button. Okay. Yeah, if you can eat somebody's jump and then go into the back airs from there, it's very, very strong.
Wow.
Oops. I'm not used to the results screen not being there. That's still weird.
That's because I turned it off.
I know.
You're just not used to it. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm turning myself into a robot on the CSS. Okay, smash throw. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's really bad on shield. It's just that, like, usually it hits the tip. Stop walking on it. I don't like that. That walk is menacing.
I always walk when someone's trying to, like, flex on me. It's like a way of, like, showing that I'm, like, I'm still composed.
I think that's a cool idea.
Like, I still know what to do. I'm not gonna overcommit. At least not right away.
Shit. I shield drop too good. That's clearly the only problem here.
Oh. GG's.
GG's. Yeah, if someone's trying to bully you at ledge when you're low, if you do back air, you can go way through the stage and hit them with it.
Right.
Or at least force shield, and then their punish options are worse.
Gotcha.
Yeah, did you have any other questions about Mewtwo?
Not right now, but I will shoot you DM if I think of them.
Perfect. Yeah, I'd be happy to help.
For sure. I'm probably gonna, you know, try and just keep practicing and grinding for the next couple weeks. Maybe we can connect for some kind of session or lesson sometime in May.
Heck yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and get this VOD done.